to another episode of my blog. Sup? I gotta have some kind of music. I do not own the rights to any music, if it can even be heard. I'm not gonna run you over. So, got a few things to report on. I don't know. There's some stuff that really haven't come out about on my blog before. And, I figure, keep it down a little. If I'm going to do this and be open and honest with you guys about like my weight and what's going on in my life, then I might as well be open and honest about, the majority of my life. So, let's see, where to begin? It's kind of hard to know because I've never really put a whole lot of thought into coming out, on video before. Yeah, that was a shit move, dude. Pay attention to the road. Thank you. Oh my God. Turn without even bothering to look, and then you're all over the road because you're not looking. I hate that. So, it's hard to know where to begin. So let's just start off with my weight. Today is Wednesday. Today is the 14th of May. And our weight sounds really good, but no. That's how you know I'm nervous. So I went to weigh in at WW, Weight Watchers. They call it WW now, but it sounds so insanely weird to call it WW. Because it feels like I'm trying to give like a website address. I don't know. So I call it Weight Watchers. They don't like it at all. So I went and I weighed in. And I expected to be up this week. I really did. Which probably means that whatever choices I've made this last week will catch up by next week. It does happen. But my weight this week was exactly the same as last week. Which is cool. That's cool. I can live with that. I like that. That's good because that means I didn't gain anything. I didn't lose anything, but I didn't gain anything. And if I have a week where I don't gain, regardless of whether it's, flat zero, nothing happened with my weight, or I have a loss, then I call that a win. So, a no gain, no loss is a win for me. Because in the grand scheme of things, it means that I'm not going in the wrong direction. Basically a plateau. Plateaus are insanely common in weight loss. Frustratingly so. But it's not like it's the end of the world. Because you plateau for a little while, your body kind of adjusts, and then you're back on track. Whichever direction you're going in. That guy's a flash. Here I am trying to stay within the speed limit. Kind of hard to do on a downslope. But, so yeah. And today I went to a support group. A special support group. I was very nervous because the facilitator told me that, And anybody who knows me in the least knows that I have major social anxiety. So asking me to sit in a room with up to 10 other people, it's kind of pushing my limits a little bit. I can do it. It's just not easy. But as it turns out, there were just 2 of us plus the facilitator, so a grand total of 3, and it was great. So Tara, what is the support group for? Oh my god. Right? Alright. So I am a member of the trans community. I am a non-binary person. Okay? They, them are my pronouns. Not preferred pronouns, those are my pronouns. Period. Okay, it's not about preference. That's, my pronouns are they and them. If you want to throw in the occasional he and him, I'm down for that. You know, that's extra validating. You know. So I am non-binary. I am trans masculine. No, that does not mean that I'm going for the entire gender reassignment surgery. That is not what that means for me. Now, when it comes to being a member of the trans community, the definition of the identity is going to be different for absolutely everybody. Okay? Because you're going to have trans people who are not going to have any kind of surgeries for a variety of reasons. Either because of health reasons, or they're not living in a safe place where they can safely transition, or they are not working in a position or for a company that is safe to transition within. Any number of reasons, you know. And then there are those who are trans and they just don't want to. They don't want the surgeries, and it could be as simple as maybe they're afraid of having surgery. You know, it's different for everybody. I am one of those who will be partially, okay, I have an itch. Work with me here, people. Work with me. Alright, feel free to laugh at any time, by the way. You will not hurt my feelings, I promise. So I have plans to partially transition. So what does that mean? So that can mean a couple of things, okay? I have not made up my mind whether or not I am going to try hormones. I don't know. I'm going back and forth on it. We'll just kind of, I'm playing it by ear, basically. You know, I'm not sure if I want to or not. Some days I lean towards doing it. Other days I am like hard no. I go back and forth. I don't know. I will figure it out eventually. And I'll put it in my videos. I do plan on having one of the surgeries. Okay, one. And the surgery that I plan on having eventually is top surgery. Yes, I plan on getting the girls taken off. The preferred term is, you know, masculinizing my chest. do not come by the decision lightly, by any means. Okay, I'm ready for my hat. I don't like the way I live in my hats. Y'all know this. That's better. That's me. So yeah, I plan on having the top surgery done. At the very least. At the very most, I'll probably go on a low dose of tea. I don't know whether I really will or not yet. As I said, I'm going back and forth on it. So, that's kind of where I'm at there. Now, some of you may be wondering, well, why the partial transition? Why not just take it all the way? Because taking it all the way is not what I want to do. I do not want to fully transition. I do not identify as a man, nor do I identify as a woman, because I don't. I identify in the middle, which is why my pronouns are they and them, with a dash of he and him. Meaning, if you call me a guy, I am not going to be offended. And in the grand scheme of things, you know, I'm not going to get offended either if you call me a woman or a female. Because I do feel like I am partially a female. Just like I feel like I am partially a man. I just don't identify solidly on one or the other. But that's my definition. That is how I view me. That is how I identify. And, you know, gender, some people come to me trying to figure out, you know, who they are in terms of their gender. Or, you know, they'll say something, you know, in a group setting, like, you know, I don't know, and this is happening and that's happening. And the thing that I like to remind people all the time, you know, and I can't say this enough, is that there is only one person in your life who can determine your gender. And no, it's not a doctor. It's you. Okay? Your family members? No. Really? You're just going to come here. Luckily, I was paying attention. But we got carpool. Anyway. Yeah, I'm a vocal writer. I own it. I own it. But, alright. So, nobody else, except for you, can determine your gender. Because that's just the way that it works. Okay? You are the only one who can express your gender in the appropriate manner in which you see fit. Okay? So, in a nutshell, your gender, your choice. And that's the way that it goes. You know, if you are a person who is, what's the best way I can put this? Because there's like so many ways to say it in the wrong way. So let's say you are assigned male at birth. That is probably probably the only way I can really put it. So if you were assigned as a male, doctor looked at you and said you have male parts, therefore you are a boy, who likes to wear dresses and makeup, or, combination masculine pantsuit and feminine top. That doesn't make you any less of a guy. Okay? If a woman, if a assigned female at birth person just, feels that they identify as a woman and they like wearing very masculine clothing, typically masculine clothing, that doesn't make them any less of a woman. It doesn't make them gay, it doesn't make them lesbian, it doesn't make them nothing. Okay? They just simply are them. They are who they decide they are. Within the trans community, you're going to have people who are women who go back and forth between dressing in a masculine manner and dressing in a very feminine manner. That doesn't make them any less trans. Okay? There's no rule book that states what is what, because that's not how it works. Gender is, by all definitions, a fluid thing. Okay? It is. It's a fluid thing. It is a spectrum. There are people who identify as being both male and female. There are people who go back and forth. They feel like a man one day or for a week and switch it up and they're a woman the next day or the next week or month or whatever. Okay? But nobody can tell them who they are. Nobody can ever, ever, ever tell you who you are. You are the only one who can determine that. Nobody else. I am transmasculine. I have had people come up to me and say, well, your spirit just seems really feminine and everything. Well, fine. If you see me as feminine, then that's how you see me. I'm not going to discredit that. I am not going to be offended by that. But understand, I am transmasculine. And when I say I am transmasculine, that means I am transmasculine. If I come across as a gay guy and whatever, fine. I have no problems with that. What femininity I do have, I embrace. What masculinity I have, I embrace. I am me. Plain and simple. You have two choices. You either accept me for who and what I am, and you learn to use my pronouns as I have asked, or you just straight up get the fuck out. If you're not going to accept me, then you are officially a toxic aspect of my life and you're no longer needed. You are no longer wanted. If you want to be a positive aspect of my life, then use my pronouns, support me, be my friend, be my advocate, and be a good ally. It doesn't take a whole lot. You want to be a good ally? Learn. Do research. Talk to people in the LGBTQ community and get yourself an education. Go to PFLAG or whatever number of support groups are out there for family and friends of, because they're out there. And the only way that you're going to be a good ally is to learn. Make sure you understand what terms are not appropriate. Make sure you understand what types of behavior are toxic so that you can learn how to avoid those kinds of things, because you do not want to invalidate somebody at all. That is the worst thing you can do to someone, is to invalidate them. We have way too many people in the LGBTQ community who are suicidal because of the fact that they are not accepted. They are not accepted by the people who gave birth to them. They are not accepted by the people they work with. They are not accepted by the schools that they attend. And you know, that bullshit, that is straight bullshit. Because that's not appropriate. Times are changing. Definitions are changing. Accept us for who we are. I'm pretty sure you guys did not expect this to be a video that I would do. Welcome to my world. You know, it is no longer just about weight loss. You guys are going to learn more about me. And if you want to continue following me through this journey, because there is a lot involved in the journey that I'm on. Not only in the journey of weight loss, it is not only about the food I put in my mouth. The food I put in my mouth is only a piece of the puzzle. It's a piece of the bigger picture. There are so many other aspects that I have to take into consideration. And mental health, physical health, emotional health, that all goes into it. That's all tied in. So I have to figure out what it's going to take to make me the kind of person I want to be and that I know I am meant to be. And if transitioning or partially transitioning is a part of that journey, then damn it, I'm going to do it. Because that's a piece of who I am. You know, the more support that I have, the better. That'll make things a lot easier. It'll make the transition go a lot smoother. You know, we all deserve to have support in our lives. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I want y'all to think about it. You know, think about the things that I've said. I got to stop off and pick up some lunch and then get to work. So I hope y'all have a good day. And I hope that you guys all have the kind of support that some of us only dream of. You know, we're out there. We're people. We love, we hate, we grieve, we laugh, we cry. We're happy, we're sad. We are just as deserving of love, support, and happiness as anybody else.